Hey. Okay, hold on. All right, so if y'all hear a bunch of noise in the background, more than likely it's echoes and things going on in the neighborhood. So, but we ain't gonna worry about that. I'm gonna try to get this video knocked out for you. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can get this thing. Let me get it pinned. There you go. Ooh, your boy ain't been on. So, hey, how y'all guys doing? I'm Taylor Dean CSA from whatmancansay.com. So here it is. Let's talk about it. So we're talking about selfish manipulators and abusive controllers. I got my little thing so I can stay on task because I know sometimes I'll be rambling sometimes. But here it is. Let me break this down for y'all right quick. Let me break this down for you right quick. So the reason why I'm doing this series, right, is because I had somebody message me about my content. So I'm addressing the content, right? So here it is. So let me break this down. I'm gonna try to do 3 videos so you get a better understanding. I may ramble a little bit and I may cut it short on each video. All right, cool. So here it is. Okay, a selfish person. A selfish person is the root word of self, meaning me, myself. I am concerned about myself, my well-being. Me, I. Third person, you. whatever your name is, right? Okay. That's a selfish person. A person meaning they are not concerned about what anybody else got going on if it's not a benefit to them. Okay? Now, a manipulator is a person in the word, text it is, the root word is to manipulate. That means is to tweak, to fondle, to I know this is gonna sound bad, to twerk it a little bit, to make it do what you want it to do, per se, right? So here's what happens with a manipulator. A manipulator will take a situation, an example. I like to keep stuff simple. For example, they will use we already got one. Let me use a car. Their friend let them borrow their car till Saturday. Today is Monday. But what they will do is they will wait till Saturday or right before they had the time to bring it out. And they will say, oh man, I overslept. Man, is it okay if I bring it in the morning? Because it's kind of late and I don't want to take no chances. Nobody hitting your car or blah, 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 blah. See, that's a manipulator. They took that situation and they tweaked it just enough to make an influence to get the person to say, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I understand. You right, because I don't want nothing to happen. You know you can't drive at nighttime. They manipulated the situation. That makes sense to you? Okay, cool. Now watch this. Okay, now the third one, right? Oh, sure, I'm sorry. The third one is abusive controller. An abusive controller. If you don't know what abuse is, that means you are using it abusively. Let me give you an example for those who may not understand what I'm trying to say. So here it is. An abusive controller. An abusive controller will, I use a man because everybody can represent that. A man, I have a woman, and when he is kissing on a woman, he not kissing on like, he not kissing on like that. He's kissing on her, mashing his lips and forcing his tongue in her mouth. He's, and she's trying to breathe, but he's abusing her. And he's controlling her by holding her head. He's an abusive controller. Okay? Now, that makes sense? Okay, hopefully you got all that. So now, in my post, I was relating and putting everything together to show you the different factions of how people be selfish, a manipulator, and an abusive controller all at the same time. Because pretty much they like the same thing, but in certain cases they can distance each other from themselves, right? Now watch this. Now I'm gonna try to hit y'all with this. I'm gonna try to hit you with it quick. A selfish, manipulating, abusive controller will have you thinking that you are the one that is the abuser, the controller, the manipulator. A selfish person will say, well, I bought you some remember when you was a kid? I'll give you examples. Remember when you was a kid and you used to have your Kool-Aid pack or you had some candy, and then then your friend will be like, man, I gave you some candy last week. Why I can't have none? And then you be like, oh, okay, man, my bad. Man, see, you acting stingy, man. You acting stingy. And your friend be like, all right, man, here goes some candy. So you get that, the friend give him the candy. And matter of fact, maybe give him an extra piece of candy, right? So be like, here, eat the candy. Or you'll eat the candy. And then the friend will give somebody else some candy. And then they'll look over there and be like, man, you gave them the red one and the green one. You gave me all blues. Now catch what I just said. At first, they was talking about you being stingy because you didn't give me some candy. Then the friend gives the person the candy. Now it's not about me getting candy from my friend. Now it's about you didn't give me a certain color like you did somebody else. That's a representation of selfishness. Your main point was not about certain color candy. Your main point was about candy, receiving candy from that person. That's a selfish person. Now, what the person will do that is selfish is now manipulating the situation. Man, see, you gave them the red and the green one, and you only gave me some candy. And the friend is looking like, but that's what you want. You want some candy. Man, I know, but still, you know I like green and red. Manipulating. Now they're telling them to make their argument valid. You know I like green and red. Now they supposed to know, or they should know, or now they have influenced a conversation that what they was not having, so that the friend could now give this friend more candy. So now the friend decides to give the friend the red and the green one. So they eat the red and green. Right? Now the friend is sitting there like, man, I got about 2 more left. Okay, I got 2 more left. I'm gonna keep these for myself. So they go and go play. They playing basketball, or they playing dolls, or whatever you do, right? So now that friend that got the candy, and the other friend that got some candy, and the friend know they got more candy in their hand, and they playing, they having fun. Now this is where the abusive controller kicks in. The abusive controller, still selfish, still manipulating. The abusive controller will do this. They playing. And then the selfish manipulating friend goes, you got 2 in your hand? Huh? Yeah, but I gave you like 4 already. Man, you know you can give me 1, I'll give it back to you. Man, all right, when you ask me for candy, guess what? I ain't gonna give you none. You know what? I ain't even your friend no more. Catch that? Not only are they acting selfish, now they manipulated the person. Now they're abusively trying to control the candy the friend has in their hand. So now the friend don't want to lose a friend. So what do you normally do? You ain't gonna be my friend. I got 2. I'm gonna give you 1. Right? The friend gives the manipulative, selfish, abusive, controlling friend the extra candy. Now he's down to 1, or she's down to 1, right? They sitting there, they playing. And so they eating the candy, and he get ready to eat the candy. He's like, which color you got? I got red. Well, you gave me green. Yeah, but you wanted 1. I want the red one. Man, come on, man. You know I like red. You could give me red. Here, you take the green and give me the red. abusively controlling the whole situation. Manipulated and selfish all at the same time. And look how many people in the world right now do that to people all the time. But they're not gonna call it abusive controlling. They're not gonna call it manipulation. They're not gonna call it selfishness. They're gonna call it go getter. I want what I want. I'm gonna get what I want when I want it. Part 1. I'm telling these here, say you are who you are. You be the best unedited version of yourself that you can be. Join me in just a few on part 2. Till then, already.